Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Durga Prasad Vidya Vision. I am Durga Prasad. Today in this video we are going to discuss about the first unit of 10th class English, that is personality development, under which we are going to discuss about the reading A, that is attitude is altitude, its third part. Okay, if you are new to my channel, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Let's start this video. Nick's father was a computer programmer and accountant, and he taught his little son how to type with his toe at just 6 years old. You see, Nick's father was professionally a computer programmer and accountant, so he was well acquainted with the computers. So that's why he taught his little son how to type with his toe. As we know that Nick was born without arms and legs, but he had a little leg towards his left hip, which he called chicken drumstick, and his father taught him how to type with the toes when he was 6 years old. Okay, his mom invented a plastic device that meant he could hold a pen and a pencil. So as we know, he was a torso and without arms and legs. So that's why his mom invented a kind of device which was made out of plastic and which was meant to that he can catch a pen and a pencil and he can write with it and he can do that sort of things with it. Okay, despite the risk of being bullied, his parents insisted Nick on attending mainstream school. Okay, here we know that physically challenged children, they get trained in special schools, but here Nick was a physically challenged child, but his parents thought was something different, and they decided to send him to the mainstream school. Mainstream school means the common school, the ordinary school where the able-bodied children can study. Here, when Nick attended this school, he was being bullied. Bullied means insulted, and he was teased by his classmates and schoolmates. In spite of all these things, his parents insisted Nick. That means they forced Nick to attend the mainstream school. First of all, it was a difficult decision, and Nick couldn't understand it. But later he came to know that it was the best decision which his parents can take for him. It was the best decision they could have made for me, he said, adds Nick, who later achieved a degree in financial planning and real estate. Later on, with hard work, Nick completed a degree in financial planning and real estate. It was very hard, but it gave me independence. That means going to the mainstream school and competing with the able-bodied children. It was a hard task for Nick, first of all, but later on, it developed a kind of independence in him. Nick, who was teased and bullied, had an electric wheelchair for mobility and a team of carers to help him. We know that Nick was born without arms and legs. He was teased and bullied and insulted by his classmates and schoolmates. For mobility, mobility means moving from one place to another place. He was using an electric wheelchair, and a team of people always ready to take care of him. I was deeply depressed when I was 8 years old, he said. I went to my mom crying and told her I wanted to kill myself. And as Nick was attending to the mainstream school, always he was teased and bullied by his classmates and schoolmates, and that made him to went into deep depression. When he was totally depressed, deeply depressed, when he was 8 years old. One day he went to his mother and he was crying at that time, and he told her that I wanted to kill myself. I don't want to live. I felt cold and bitter, and I hated God for doing this to me, and was terrified what would happen when my parents weren't there to look after me. You see, he created a kind of hatedness towards God, and he was totally depressed because God has given him life without arms and legs. And he was also fearful that now his parents are there, and they can take utmost care of him. When parents will not be there, and who will take care of him? And uh, just thinking about these things, he became terrified. And now here we can see that he can do some of the things which gave him confidence and independence, and he can do it by himself. I could brush my own teeth with a wall mounted brush and wash my own hair with pump action soap. You see, he can brush by himself, brush his teeth with a wall mounted brush. That means the brush which was fixed to wall, and going near the brush, he can going near that wall, the brush which is fixed with the wall, he can brush himself, and he can wash by using a pump action soap. But there was so much that was impossible for me. Nick was saying that some of the things in my life I can do, but most of the things are there which I cannot do by myself. Okay, so we'll stop here, and we'll discuss about some of the questions basing upon this passage. These are comprehension questions and answers. First question: what was Nick's father? Answer: Nick's father was a computer programmer and an accountant. Question number 2: at what age Nick's father taught him typing, and how? At the age of 6 years, Nick's father taught him how to type with his toe. Question number 3: how could Nick hold a pen and pencil? Nick could hold a pen and pencil with the help of a plastic device which was invented by his mother. Question number 4: how did he go to school? Nick used to go to school on an electric wheelchair with the help of carers. Here, these are some photographs. You can see that in first photograph, Nick was using that electric wheelchair for his mobility, and in the second photograph is showing that how he can type on a computer keyboard with his toes. Now question number 5: when Nick was 8 years old, he went to his mom, and what did he say to her? Nick wanted to kill himself, and he was deeply depressed, and when he was 8 years old, he went to his mother and said that I want to kill myself. Okay, question number 6: what was he terrified for? Answer: he was terrified because he thought that what would happen when his parents were not there to look after him. Question number 7: what does it mean by cold and bitter? Cold and bitter means feeling bad, unhappy for something. What was the best decision taken by his parents? Answer: joining him in a mainstream school was the best decision taken by his parents to make him independent. Question number 9: How can we say that his parents' decision was the best decision regarding Nick's schooling? Answer: as he attended in a mainstream school, he could compete with able-bodied students and thus became independent. That means self-dependent. Question number 10. What was the degree Nick achieved? Answer: Nick achieved a degree in financial planning and real estate. Okay, that is the conclusion of the video. With this, we conclude this video and we will discuss some more things in our next video. And thank you for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.